it was 6 months, whether it was 3 months. The guy has just gone through something nobody should be able to go through. But at the same time, he also has put it right. When somebody puts it right, that doesn't allow you to go up there and keep thinking that you can try and monetize and twist this into a situation to try and cover your ass up. So Pearl, if you really want to go to war and you really want to go toe to toe and head to head, I will put out a few home truths, but I'm not going to come up here and be like, you're a racist, you've done this and that, because that's already public knowledge. You and your family that have been up here come to my side that I've give a fucking seat to, brought them onto my platform, gave them the fucking clout, gave them the courtesy, the respect and the fucking loyalty. And if we're going to tell the truth, right, let's all remember who came to your panel, Pearl. Wasn't it Best Girl? And who came to my panel, Pearl? It was Best Girl. So this all really started, this pantomime with me started with your people, and now you're trying to backtrack and then trying to be that desperate to bring up different fucking people to pull out anything out of the bag to keep this situation going. And guess what, sweetheart? We can go all day long. I don't give a fuck that you're at the back of the army. The reason why I didn't let you in before is because I thought, who does she actually think she is to be thinking that she can disrespect me like this when your own niece was the one in the first place that put out the article? You covered that up at the end of the day, and you believed that I was trying to have her cancelled, tried to twist the narrative that it was me behind it. We're not talking about the situation, sweetheart. We're not talking about that. That was done and gone this morning. I'm not interested in that. I'm not here to speak on that. I've already done and said what I needed to say this morning regarding that situation. But at the same time, right, if she wants to keep, bringing things up regarding myself, keep sitting on her panel on her high fucking horse, like she's never made a storyline in the background, like she's never, had any of her friends cover anything up for themselves, or they've never gone on this app and had somebody's trauma up on their panel every night, or they're not cam 2ing somebody, or they're not speaking about the drama. But this is the thing, I'm not interested what they're saying about me. I'm interested in what they're monetizing off of. And the fact that she sat up there going, let's have the likes, guys. I don't like things like that. I think it's sick. I think you need to stick to the actual point and not take this where you think that you're going to take it, because I don't care. I can go all day long. I'm not interested with you wanting thousands of people to slander me and put all this hate on me, because that shows the character that you are, Pearl. Okay, I don't play down and dirty, I don't backtrack, yeah? And I'm definitely not fucking two-faced. Now, at least I've fallen out with a lot of people on this app by myself. I haven't done it with lots of people at the back of me. And that's the difference. So we can go there all day long, sweetheart. It's so funny that you're not mentioning any of the articles. You're not mentioning anything about any past tense of how certain individuals have got to this stage. You're not mentioning anything that's happened 3 weeks ago. You're not mentioning that people have said that I've burned my child. You're not mentioning the amount of social services reports. You're not mentioning that you've brought people's families up. You're not mentioning that you've tried to set me up on numerous occasions. You're not mentioning actually how this all unfolded. You're just sitting there and acting oblivious. Stop acting stupid and monetizing off something that you know full well with what's going on. You're in it as much as we're in it, right? And even though I'm in it with my side, you're in it with your side. So as much as you've gone round and twisted a narrative and put all the sparkles on it and all the flowers and made all the buttercups, I've done the same, Pearl. So it's funny now, the fact that you're all sat there gobsmacked with certain situations that I've done. Like I said, I'm only going to say a little bit, yeah. And like I said, I can't give you a reason why. All I can give you is what I've heard on the phone. Now, it's hard for me to say some of this because of the situation that I have been put in. Now, it is fucked up, okay? Nothing to do with the M's bit, nothing to do with the Pearl situation. There's just certain situations where I've had to go back on and ask certain things, why certain things happened. Now, I have the evidence on that. I have the full blown story of what went down, why it went down, what was said, why it was said, and why I was put in a situation. Now, certain individuals might say to themselves, well, why did Keisha go crazy? Why didn't she go mad? Why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? Why didn't she call him out of his name? Well, I could do the all explosive and give everything, but there's always a time and a place. And I can see, except for the behaviour with the sexual assault and the behaviour of what was going on last night, I could see a clear pattern of what was going down. And unfortunately, I was collateral damage with that. I can't tell you why. I can only give you the answers of what I got. And it was basically, they wanted a scandal. I was going to give it to them. There's things that I have missed out and I have not said because of the certain situation that I was put in with the Hardys. So everything with what happened was just, I was getting set up and other people were getting dragged into it. And it wasn't just Rob that were getting dragged into it. It was the likes of Tammy, to the point where Sharon ended up trying to take her life. And it got too much. So there's a lot of things in this. It doesn't just boil down to me being friends with somebody and these things happening recently. This has been brewing for a long time. And the fact that she's sitting up there, yeah, do you want to be mod? Okay, that's fine. Right, I've sorted you out. You ready? There you go, sweetheart. Right, the one that said Keisha in the chat, I've done it. Why doesn't Rob take accountability? Shall I give you the God's honest truth? Shall I actually tell you the truth? I had to, like I said, I'm not saying everything, but I've had to sit down for hours and ask questions that you can't imagine. I have to have an understanding, be able to make sense of certain things. Now, before any certain things come out, I already had an understanding, which I haven't shared. And I've only shared it with certain individuals because they're my friends and they need to know the truth. So with that understanding, I was seeing something else, and I was seeing like somebody going down a destructive path. Is it because this is happening in the life, or is it because that's happening in the life? And I don't want to be the one that's pushing anybody over like a certain situation. And then everything else is just like the state. It wasn't stage 4, it was 4. And then after that, it's the M situation. And after that, it's like, it gets to the point where you're thinking to yourself, like, I could say a lot, but yeah, for me, you know, it's gone way past fun. Nobody's protecting anybody, sweetheart. Nobody. If you was on my live this morning, you'll hear my summons out with what I said. And at the end of the day, Pearl, like I said, there's lots of situations that have led up to where this whole situation's of it's come to this. So the fact that you sat there being that desperate to be entertaining things left, right, and centre shows me that you're absolutely in this for the clout and for the monetization, and that's all I can put it. Because why the hell would you still be dragging this man's health? I'm sorry, but it's disgusting. And I've tried to put it out today the best I can with the grade. And I'm sorry if you are listening, Rob. You did say this afternoon that you would put. I'm not saying anything bad, but and I'm not saying anybody should have to put the medical records out. But we have had plenty of discussions now where you have said that you are going to put the information out, which nobody should have to do. But unfortunately, like I've said on several occasions, because of the situation and under all the circumstances that we're under yourself, then I suggest you do it the right way. I think there's going to be a live on, I've heard, with another host that's going to be hosting that live. Whether that information's being given then, that's on them. Sorry, nobody's protecting Rob. I just listen. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I do not agree with anything that's been said. But to do with the health situation, I'm sorry, but it's going low. And when you are monetizing off that, you're going low. So I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say. That's what I've got to say. Talk about anything else. Bring up that, this, that, and the other. But when it comes to the health now, and you're dragging it out the way they were dragging it out, I'm sorry, it's disgusting. I'm sorry that he's told the truth. It was grade 4, not stage 4. Somebody that's new to cancer, anybody, probably might have got it wrong, but he should have corrected it. But then when he does put the paperwork out, I'm sure that can put people's minds at ease with the situation that's happened. So nobody's sticking up for him. It's just morals and the fact that that is disgusting. I've just done it for you. Rob has been talking to underage on live and knew he was. I can't find that account. It's Sharon. Enough is enough. I know, sweetheart. I've put you on. I've put you on moderate. You're a mod, sweetheart. Yeah, I know. I've seen it all, and this is the thing. I have had to. I've had to. Is that who is that?
It's me, Sweet Pea.
Yeah. Hi, sweetheart.
Right, I just cannot. Yeah, no, I don't want to be on mute. I want Pearl Price and all the minions and her idiots and a sick, twisted minded audience to listen to this. I attempted to take my life for the 3rd time in 2 years. And I am sitting and listening to what you are doing to this man. You all called me a PDF, a nonce, a predator. I've had every name under the sun thrown at me, right? I'm 70-year-old. You are going for a man who's under treatment for cancer, yeah, lives with his elderly mother and looks after her, and has had a good friend in Keisha for a good 2 years, where she's got him off the drink, she made him healthy. He then found out devastating news. And you lot, what I am listening to is an absolute effing disgrace. You need to TikTok, you need to hang your heads in shame. You want to wash your hearts out. You want to wash your mouths out. You call yourself a community, Pearl. You have a community. A community of what? Bullies, monsters,
a community of bullying,
aliens,
a community of hate, a community of
hatred,
dividing people,
seriously,
a community of putting 2 mixed race women down that.
Keisha, just a minute, love. Follow me, please. Don't forget your gifts. Tap your fucking screens. Because you know what? We might all have a funeral this time next week, eh? And we can all have a right good laugh about it. Because we took a man and we've rinsed the living daylights out of him. He has no children. He's lost his wife. And guess what? He was a PDF when Best Gals put the bloody paper report up article, complete and utter fake. You then went for Keisha, putting up people who were fake to put fake news up about her. A woman who's on her own with a child of 13, and you sat there pretending that you're protecting a child that he's talking to. Are you serious? Double standards are disgusting on this app. Absolutely disgusting. I do not know how you can look in a mirror at yourself and smile or like what you see. You are monsters, the lot of you. Shut the F up. Leave the man alone. Let him deal with his illness. Everybody's mother, father, sister, brother, fucking auntie, uncle, the lot has had a see at some point or another. You are taking the absolute
special guest.
Absolute special guest. I am sick to death
Sharon,
of what I am hearing.
Guest.
I don't care who it is at the moment. I need
Sharon, special guest. Now. And I don't think I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Hello? Am I talking to myself right now? Okay. He hasn't got C. Well, guess what? I'm not here to discuss that. Go ahead, sorry. Right now, you can get 1 month's free cover when you buy your annual policy. Quote code GO26 at gotogoinsurance.com. You do realise who that was, don't you guys? Whoa, that was a bit of a fuck up, wasn't it, sweetheart? That was a bit of a fuck up, wasn't it? That was Delmac. Whoever was behind that account, that was Delmac. The great big who. It's Delmac's account, isn't it? Sure it is. I think it was a slip-up. Did you hear what I just said? The account that's just come in, just then, the great big who. I'm sure it was a Delmac account. Just then.
That account is Delmac, is it? I'm hoping it is Delmac. My goodness,
sure
because I tell you what, it's probably 10 times the people that you lot are. You sat there, Caitlin, you're his second in command, weren't you, Caitlin, with your Doctor Who? Yeah, supposed to be something, are you, Caitlin? You're an absolute rat, You lot are all sat here calling this man, and you want to be looking at your own men, your own husbands, your own sons. They're all fucking predators, according to you lot, because you're calling an innocent man one, so if yours are all innocent, yours are all PDFs as well. Get a grip. Child molesters, kiddie fiddlers, call them what you want. Look at your own first. It's disgusting what you're doing. And no, they weren't fake suicides. No, it was genuine ones. Yeah? Is that what you're waiting for? A genuine one that results in somebody being D-A-D? Seriously? Is that what you want, all of you? You sick, twisted, horrible, hating, disgusting, vulgar predators yourself, because that's what you're doing. You're preying on the innocent. You're preying on the vulnerable. You're preying on the elderly. Protect the children, protect the children. Do you seriously think that's what you're doing, protecting people? Get a fucking grip. Sit and listen to yourselves. You lunatics, the bloody lot of you.
She's
Hang
absolutely
your heads
loving
in
it.
shame.
Sharon, please. Sharon, calm down, please.
Honestly, I'm
loving it. Sitting over there,
the disgusting,
thinking that she
absolutely
knows
disgusting, all of them. Bloody grim, the bloody grim. I'll have to come off screen with Charles with me. I don't want me child listening to this. But I can prey on a fucking fella that's innocent.
No, Rob isn't innocent.
Cancer,
not at all.
and
Rob is
probably
guilty of what he's
cancer.
done.
Yeah. Has anybody looked at Marcus Ems? I could never watch that bloody person. I could not watch her. She was that disgusting. But she's all high and mighty now, is she? Are we all going to look up to her? We're all going to praise her, are we? She's Kate Hardy's friend. She must be lovely. I could not, at my age, watch one moment of her when she was with Rob and every other effer in her area. Are you all forgetting this? Do you all
1 minute, Sharon. 1 second, Sharon, sweetheart. 1 second, Sharon. You just take a break for a second. And Caitlin, wasn't you the one that called the airport and Jess when she was searched that time? When you sat up there on your high horse thinking that you can come for us, it'll come 10 times around. I'm telling you. So don't be thinking that you're clever because you sat with Pearl, because tomorrow she won't even be bothered with you. Yeah, you're just being used with collateral damage because she's desperate right now. And at the end of the day, Pearl, you were desperate for something like this. You needed to get out of the whole situation with that fucking guy that you were chilling with, love. And you've wanted to use this like Best Girl wanted to use this in the first place. This is the motive, Pearl. And at the end of the day, yeah, we don't give a fuck about saying it, sweetheart. So if you want to go there and you want to cam too, and you want to put on a fucking show, we'll give you one, love. Okay? You can bring up all the paid actresses. You can have all the FYC things. You know why? Because at least we stand on business and say, we own it. We've done it. Yeah, we have done it. We didn't do it. It's nothing to be shaped or something that we haven't said ourselves. If you want to carry on bullying to like you have been for the past week, continue to do that, Pearl. You continue to do that because you were the same person that had the same theories as that I had nearly 2 years ago, sweetheart. And it's funny that you sat up there now in fucking horse, acting like you've never done a storyline, acting like you've never talked to any of your friends in confidence when you've been at war. Make it make sense. I do not agree with what Rob's done, and I have. That's it for me, because that situation there is a guilty plea. And I have made that clear this morning. But with the cancer situation, I do not agree with any of that. Can't support any of that. It's all been done publicly. The police will have to deal with that. But when it comes to people's health, and it's gone to this stage, you don't monetize off of that. Talk about everything else. Do what you need to do on other subjects. But do not try to run that narrative, because it'll fire back around on you quick. Yeah, don't try and put us like we're enabling some guy. We do not support what he did to Ems. I've already put my verdict out this morning. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you are desperate, love. And that's all it is, Pearl. Desperate to get out of your situation with all your little drama that you've been in with the past couple of fucking months, and what you've been allowing men to do on your platform, and how men on your platform have been degrading women, and what they've been doing when they've been chatting to people. Oh, but we mustn't talk about that, mustn't we, Pearl? We must zip our mouths. Yeah.
I'm muting a lot of these idiots. You've nothing nice to say nothing at all. Have you not been brought up on that one? Or do you just go around spouting your shit wherever you want to go about anybody you want to spout?
We don't need to be desperate. We don't talk about them. We don't come to them. We don't bully them. We don't bring all these people up to do anything. Sorry, we're not interested in them. I wouldn't be bothered about... If I was bothered about getting clout off Pearl, don't you think I would have had in my box all week? Have I been bothered? No, I haven't. I'm not interested. I don't give a fuck if I don't see her tomorrow. She's interested with what's going on over here. So I'm sorry, it's the other way around, and it has been for quite some time. I've never took my time out to discuss Pearl or bring any of this shit up or have anybody come on my platform to do any of that. I had Best Girl's back. I was nothing but loyal to her, even when her own family members were being disloyal and sat with the enemies. I'm sorry, love.
I'm sorry, if you're muted, if you put in vile comments, you will be muted. I'm sorry. We don't need it. We're sick of hearing it.
What do these people think they fucking are? Do you think that you run us? We don't go behind the gift, sweetheart. Ours are off. We don't go behind the gift, sweetheart. We can say what we want. We can do what we want. And guess what, Pearl? Even if we're knocked off for a week, it doesn't bother. We're not bothered because we're not motivated by the gifts. We're not here to monetize, Pearl.
Right, I'm going to drop down.
That disrespectful comment. Hi, Becca.
Yeah, I'm going to drop down because I'm not meant to be in boxes. Because I'm trying to protect my own family that you've all destroyed. You've all destroyed my family, so I'll drop down.
Pearl. Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. 100 bloody percent. 100% bullies. That's where it is. 100%. Right, I'm going to let some people in the box. But I'm not going to be spoken down to like shit.
Has she just dropped? I was just going in to ask her how she was, bless her.
Well, she has been doing really good. She's getting all the help. She's with the social
and
all
good.
That stuff, getting all like the mental health services.
That's good. Yeah, I was worried about her, but
everything is in place for her. Do you know everything?
Okay, good. I did message her and she did respond and everything, but I just didn't want her thinking I was turning on her or anything. I just, I can't remember what happened now. It was a few weeks ago, wasn't it, anyway? But, yeah, as long as she's all right.
Yeah, she is 100%.
Okay.
She's definitely 100% getting all the help she needs with all the right people, and
Good.
she's doing all the right things. I think just watching this and listening to people bully, harass, monetize off certain situations and spin narratives.
Yeah.
I'm sick to death of thinking that we have to shut up. You don't own the app. Yeah, you're a character that's built your way up, and yeah, you've been able to have a substantial amount of views. Doesn't make you mean nothing.
Oh, Keisha, you're breaking up really bad.
So just because you have a lot of people behind you,
Keish,
doesn't
you're
make
breaking
that
up,
I'm going
girl.
to back down. I've never been like that. Sorry.
No, you're breaking up bad.
Yeah, sorry.
No, can somebody just put no means no, stop protecting Brad? She's not protecting him. I don't know why people keep thinking she is.
Because they always want to spin a narrative, so it looks... No, I'm not. I've put it all out this morning, but what they like to do is they like to spin a narrative.
You have to remember
the difference between somebody's health.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's two things, isn't there? There's obviously the touchy thing that he's been doing, being naughty that way, and then there's his health, which he lied about a certain thing, but he did still have cancer.
This is the
let's
thing.
not take that away from him, because he did still suffer. He had to go
that's
through
what the
chemo.
made the viewers believe, that he'd lied. Yeah, he lied. Right, he lied about the wording, which can be happen, right?
Easily done.
It does.
Look,
it's for.
Do any of us really understand what all these
really
big terms mean?
I can get that, right? But the way they've made it is there's people that actually, he lied about the cancer, and it needs to be put right. So if you're going to monetize off of it and you're going to sit there and
about the
chase clout off of it, you need to
lied
put
about
it
the
right.
stage. He did have cancer. It is very legit. He did have chemo. He did have radiotherapy. He had tablets. I think he had some surgery or something. I don't 100% know. You can't take that away from the man. So, guys, you got to stop that. And she's not supporting him with his pred behaviour either. She has a daughter she has to protect. She's cut him out because of his
I've had to say that if for anybody that wasn't on my live this morning, I've analysed everything that was said last night during that live, and I've had to basically put it out the way I'm going to put it out. I'm not gonna say too much, but I'll give you my view on it. Now, like I've said publicly, I do believe that the video what was circulating last night between Rob and Ems was the truth. I think it was the authentic truth. I believe every word what came out of each of their mouths. When I rung Rob this morning to confront him, I was confronted with a different view, that it was all, he just said it because that's what she wanted to hear. And he just went along with it to the point where I'm like, well, you can't go along with that.
Wait, so he denied it this morning, Keisha?
Even if you try to backtrack, and whatever you try to backtrack, your damage is already done. You've admitted to something, and I believe it's the truth. That's just my opinion, okay?
And there's also a post going around.
Everybody's got different opinions.
Have you seen him talking to the miner in one of the videos?
No, this is what I'm saying. So I've just... it just gets out of control. So with that one,
she's not defending him, guys.
To be honest, I haven't addressed that because, well, like I said, when I did the summies up this morning with the M situation, I think that's that deep. That it's way past our hands. I'm sorry, but if I was to sit up here and keep speaking about these situations, I'm not the victim. I can only express with what I've gone through when I've been in the presence of this man, his behaviour with what we're going on. Like I said, I can't support that. It is the truth. It's what got said in them lives last night. And I don't believe that anybody were drunk. I don't believe there were drugs involved. I believe it was an authentic conversation. And even if you are to backtrack and say, you just did it for whatever you did it for, it's not like it's something else that you did it for. It's the actual thing that you said. So yeah, there won't be no protecting that. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit on my live and say that I agree with people monetizing off of talking about somebody's health. I'm not agreeing to that. I'm sorry. I agree to everything else 100%, but I stand on business and I'm not backtracking. You can tell he was bannering. This is the thing. This is the thing. He's gonna go up there and tell his side, but like I said, the damage, whatever you say, it's already done. You know, say you've robbed you robbed them the shop. You know, you got some things for half price. You know, you make up a white lie. You can say, you know, I've got 2 horses in my garden, whatever. But to lie about something like that, you're not gonna ever get out of that. That how that happened to me was like a natural thing between both of them. He's explained it to me this morning. No, that didn't happen. I just said it to go along with it. How could you go along with something like that? So that's only what he can explain. And if he wants to explain that, let him do that. And if the police, which I do fully believe with what was said last night, they will probably be involved. But at the same time, it might have to take her to go to the police station to make an arrest. So I'm not going to say anything further on that. I'm not here for any of that. I've spoke about that this morning. Right, why are people doxing? So where's the people doxing in the chat? Never once leopard shows his body doesn't change, get a grip. Yeah, let's not bully each other in the chat. Let's try, if anything, yeah, instead of being angry or like going to head, like you're on that side, this is what you agree, this is what you don't agree. Yeah, try have a civil conversation, because it's going to get nowhere with going back and forth in the comments, arguing with each other. We're all going to have different opinions. You're going to have to just agree with it. And that's it. There's nothing that you can do here. But let me make this clear. You come for me, I will come for you. You come for my family, I will come for your family. You hunt me down, I will hunt you down. You hide behind the camera and think that you can bully me, I will find you. And listen, I'm not interested in what anybody has to say about me. Black Pope, yeah, did do all that to me for a very long time. And yes, I did make the statement that on his mum's. Was that the truth? Did he have the evidence? No, it wasn't. It's just something that I said when I was angry, because what that stalker has put me through. So you can run around this app like the little boy that you are, yeah, and get the sympathy from that, but you'll never be able to show the facts or the receipts. It's just something that I said out of anger, word of mouth. You're just a bully, literally. And if you think that you're going to try, put up a few videos, she's done this, she's done that. Sophie Bailey had his shit and scrammed it on the wall. I'm sorry, but get a grip, yeah? Get an actual grip. And she cannot have friends. Oh, my daughter's friends was males. Yeah, we all are but I don't want you to, I don't want people to see that situation because the truth's been outed, because of the situations that have happened before and other situations that she's potentially put other males in and herself. You can't take, if I was to go through my life with everything that I've done, and then I had an opportunity to do this, and somebody said, well, do you know
I'll
what?
be back shortly, Keisha. I've just got to do this hospital thing. All right, girl. Bye.
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome.
If I was to go through my life with people, holding everything in my past, I would never get anywhere, would I? So I don't think that we can be, you can't think of it like that. You have to just think of it. It is being said. He's going to say his bit, but I'm sorry, the damage is done. It's done. I hope he gets locked up. If there's any other woman out there he's done damage to, he can maybe speak up. So did Sean and Brett, they slept over, they never touched her, did they? Let's not make assumptions, please. I am trying to. It's no hate to you. It's a can't say no means yes. No, I know that. I get that. No, I'm 100%. I know. No means no. She couldn't have said it. She couldn't have said it any more better than what she said it. To be honest, it is what it is. You know, it's a fucked up situation. But what I won't tolerate is anybody thinking that they can try and speak to me in such a way. I'm not going to have it. But what I will have is go ahead. Live, love life. Go ahead, love. The stage is yours. Say what you need to say. You don't know you're up. I'll let you down. Right. If you don't know you're up, guys, within 5 seconds, I will let you down, okay? If you want to ask me any of the questions about anything, ask me and I'll tell you. If it's to do with the situation with Rob, I'm not answering any of them questions. That's not my business. No. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I know people might think it's bantering, and like he said to me, you know, he did it, he just went along with it, he just said it. At the end of the day, it still doesn't take away from what was said. You know, it's nothing, somebody just doesn't come out with that. But I also, like, okay then, do you want me to put it to you properly? I'm going to do the poll. Do you want me to put it to you properly the way I put it this morning? Yes or no? And if you want me to put it to you properly, I'll give it to you properly. I'll give you the truth. Do you want it properly or do you not want it? And this is the truth. Right. So, and this is the only time I'm going to say it, and I'm not going to speak on this situation again. Right. The situation that I saw last night with the video that I saw, I believed the whole conversation was the truth. Now, I also have to take into consideration, she's also came out with these claims a couple of months ago and nobody believed that it was the truth. Now, I can give you some reasons why nobody believed that it was the truth, because some of the scenes were scripted, some of the scenes were natural, some of the scenes were unexpected, and most of the time, she probably wouldn't have expected half of the situations that were actually occurring. Now, last night, to me, my opinion, not anybody else's and not what anybody wants me to think or say, I believe that whole situation between them both was natural. I believe she was telling the truth with how it was said, how he said it. Now, I also have to take into consideration that he's also been to Ems's house on numerous occasions, even after that, when she accused him a couple of months ago. I also have to take into consideration that she was going to let him round to her property this week or last week. I also have to take into consideration that they've been online together, giggling, having fun, and having private conversations behind the scenes. So I can't tell you why people make their decisions. You're not going to know why I make my decisions and why I do the things that I do. Only the person that does it knows why they do the things that they do. So I also have to take that into consideration. Now, that doesn't take away anything that she said. It's just pointing out everything instead of just boiling one thing down to one and not actually having anything at the side of it. You need to be able to go around all of it. So all of that's happened. You take all that into consideration, and then you have some of the sides which has watched Ems, and they've also watched Ems accuse not just one man, but plenty of men that have been invited back to her property, that have been vulnerable and been put in vulnerable situations and been used for financial gain and for whatever entertainment purposes. We also have to take that into consideration. So when all this has been said and it's been put out, I can fully say from what I've said and what I've told Rod, I do believe it's the truth. Now, when I woke up this morning and got a message from my friend, she made me aware with what went down last night. Now, that was with what went down with Ems. Now, I rung Rob straight away. Like I said, everything that I say, I am protected with it because I have to protect myself in a way where, you know, if I'm going to say something, I know that it's there to be, if I ever needed to present it. So his words with me that he just went along with it and that it's not the truth. No way on earth would he have done it. And I said, well, you can't do something like that. You can't just say something like that. You can't just come out with, you know, that kind of stuff. It's not storyline. It's not something that you lie about. And he I think to the point where he said he's going to come up and explain everything. At the end of the day, the damage is done, unfortunately. So taking all that into consideration, and then taking into consideration the seriousness of it, of actually the words that she actually said. Now, there's a couple of words within that live that was said, which would have impacted a lot of people. The words "no" means no. The words "I told you to stop." The words, you know, I didn't want you to do it. I was vulnerable. I was drunk. The words "you wanted it to happen." You asked for it. You know, I'm not a GAY man. Basically saying, implying that, you know, you're a woman. You symbolise I can just put myself on you. That's what it was giving. So the things that it's giving back is, you know, I can do this. I'm a man. You're a woman, and you know I can just do whatever I want to do. Which is not even. It's giving the wrong impression as well. Even if you was to go along with it, and you're saying to the people, "Well, I will going along with this," it's still the impression that you was giving. And then after that, I cannot confirm, and I'm not going to sit here and confirm. It has been said allegedly. For now, he has been speaking to somebody that was allegedly underage. Now, I haven't seen them videos. I haven't looked at them videos yet. But like I said, it's just getting to the point where it's like one thing on top of another. So he will come up at some point, and I'm hoping that he will put out the situation to do with the health. I'm hoping that he can, you know, do something to be able to say what's really happened here and to be able to own up to his wrongdoings. And he will be arrested for it. And like I said to him on the phone, you will be going to jail for this. He said, I will. I said, you will, because this is a crime that you've committed. I've also had the serious talk with him and on that level as well, to make him aware of the seriousness of this crime, because it is a crime. So a lot of people are going to have a lot of different opinions. A lot of people are going to say, you know, she is lying. A lot of people are going to say it was a script. A lot of people are going to say the believer. A lot of people say they don't know what to believe anymore. And at the end of the day, I'm not judging jury. I'm not. I've tried to do my best with understanding certain things. I'm trying to get past the badness.
Fucking hair out by the roots.
And I don't know why Kelly is over there acting like she's never had a pass.
The Morrison's one. Fuck that, I did.
Oh. Yeah, but receipt. Oh, do you know what? Fuck off.
Yeah, that's who's in the box. Fucking pulled me hair out by the root.
I can tell you that. I can tell you that. What's her favourite saying that she says? I remember I said it the other day. Oh, next.
You know me. Piss off.
This Irish Kelly don't fucking know me, so she can piss out.
Is that what she just said? Is that what she just said?
Why is she clout chasing? I've known you from 2 years ago, sweetheart, and I blocked you because you're a clout chaser, a nobody, and your head's all over the place, lovely. That's why you're on pearls, yeah? With your
footprint
self.
Yeah, says everything about you. Look,
yeah, you know nothing about me, sweetheart. This is virtual reality, not real life, sweetheart. Not real life. Virtual, sweetheart. You know nothing.
You're so stuck up there. Do you get me? You don't even know how to...
Yeah, I'm so stuck up. Yeah, you've always been the jealous one. You've always been the jealous one, Carl. You've always been the jealous one, Carl.
Talking BS. Yeah, because it's Alex Brigham's BS.
I've never spoke to Alex, sweetheart. Never in my life spoke to Alex.
Oh shit.
Can you take the bow out of your head? It's really affecting me. It reminds me when I was 3 years old and I was forced to have a bow in my head. Can you take it off, please? It's affecting me. My mental health has been affected. I have to go to therapy because you're triggering me. The bow. Please take it out. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate it.
Don't tell me who to talk about and who not to talk about, sweetheart.
I went on to Keisha's because apparently she's come to in you.
What? Hold on. Furthermore, Keisha, yeah? Don't come to me. What you come to me for, bitch?
Because I can, and there's nothing
You're
that
the
you
one that
can
tried
do
to
about
throw
it,
me under the bus.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, don't come to me. What you come to me for, bitch? Because I can, and there's nothing that you can do.
Well, don't. Yeah, because you're a settled chick. You're a settled
One
chick.
at a time, sweetheart. One at a time. One at a time. Control your panel. Control your
Why
hounds.
don't you come in my
Control
office
your
and talk to me?
hounds.
This woman ain't on shit. She blocked us because she
You blocked
can't
me on all
act
my
with her.
accounts. You blocked me on all of my
Yeah,
accounts.
because I can't understand the word you're saying.
You can't take me, Keisha. Yeah? And furthermore, you said that you are going to cause WA.
Because you're a nobody.
Well, darling, bring it fucking on because
You're a
I'm
nobody, mate. You're a backup dancer that sits on Pearl Price's fucking live. You're a backup dancer, Kelly. You always have been.
of karma coming your way. Yeah, a year to this month exactly. Yes, bitch. Remember what you tried to do to me? Yes.
Yeah,
bitch.
don't do no slurs in my life, sweetheart.
Because let's be real, you are on the fucking sniff.
Oh, sorry, Tony. Let me think you. Sorry,
And
Tony.
you are a scam artist when it comes to old men. Yeah. You
Yeah, you're just jealous you can't get any.
because you no man wants you. No
You're
man
just
wants
jealous you
no
can't
man
get
wants
any.
the old man. Because you're rinsed out. You're being pumped out so many times, love.
Yeah, you would know because you've been one of them, haven't you?
All the way up to
You've
10.
been one of them.
No, Kelly's not jealous that she ain't getting
Yeah,
any.
she was my side piece.
Excuse me, who said I'm not?
She was my side piece.
I don't need to bring my things to the up, darling.
Yeah, you was my little side piece. That's what you was, my little chicken leg.
You getting, bitch? All you're getting is an old man that has to take Viagra to get her up.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
She's trying to
Yeah.
a side piece.
Side piece? I wouldn't touch you with a fucking donkey's one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind mine, love. You're rotting. You're rotting.
I didn't realise that you could
She wanted to be Jessie, you know. She wanted to be Serenity so bad.
Did she? She gives that vibe, doesn't she?
She wants to be Serenity so
Yeah, they've lost the
bad.
cam too because I keep blocking and muting them that have got low numbers. Yeah, and if you'll notice your figures, you go higher because people feel safer without all the trolls.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. You've got a free seat over here.
Mm-hmm. So, well, they can't come to you at the minute because I've done away with them, sadly.
Thank you. Yeah, I do have the gifts off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it always has a gift off.
I can't. I'm going to let Rob do his own devices. It's his own business, isn't it? He has to deal with these consequences which he's put out. I'm sorry. It's not like you've said you've robbed the bank. Hello. You know, you've robbed a few diamonds. You've gone and done a mine. Like, I'm sorry, but this is this above and beyond, isn't it?
Can I ask people, somebody's saying, is Rob coming in? Would you want to come into this environment after the week he's just had or the fortnight he's just had? Really? Would you want to? Would you think to yourself, I tell you what, I feel like shit, I'm on medication, I've got my mum to bed, I've been slated all over the app. I tell you what, I think I'll go up in a box and get some more. Would you?
Can I order
Hello, do you want to say something, love? Nika Nakanu.
Oh, and what's this? This is like the top of the sandcastle. What is he doing? He's died.
Nika Nakanu, do you realise that you're in the box? Yeah, she will be, and I know Pearl's in here, yeah, hiding behind a fucking Karen account.
Kimmy, I am rested. I've had a lovely week. I've had loads of things put into play.
No, Nick, you won't be coming up here. I'm sorry, but the way you've slagged me off the past couple of days has been absolutely disgusting. Go ahead, Emma. The stage is yours.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, love.
Are we all forgetting that Rob said that you manipulated him, you robbed him, Like, everybody's going on about this DV with Ems.
It's stringing everybody along. Do you not get when people have banter and a joke and want to get their own
All right, then. Shall I tell you the
No.
truth about that, then, Em? Shall I give you the actual truth?
This is what I mean. So you've now.
I've got the whole transcript.
So you've now fell out with what?
I'm not. I can't go into everything, but I have the whole truth with why it was said, why it went down that. But at the end of the day, it's a lot more complicated.
So was it all a storyline that you and Rob made up together?
Do you want Rob to sit there alone?
No, it's just some things happened that I didn't have a clue on, and then I feel like
I feel like you're in it. I can't lie.
Yeah, some of it I am.
Like, I think it's all been a massive, absolute setup. You're in with
There's plenty of that on TikTok. They're not doing anything different to the rest of the creators, are they?
Why do need to make up a storyline? Cancer is a massive storyline to it.
No, sorry,
having your head
sorry,
smashed in.
1 minute, let me just stop you, Emma, right? Sorry, do not spin a narrative on my platform, right? He did not lie about cancer. He got the wording wrong. It wasn't stage 4. It was grade 4.
Yes,
okay?
I know that.
He didn't lie about the cancer. We're not going to speak about that on my platform. I'm going to do that.
But are you going to acknowledge what he said about you?
I have got the full recordings between me and Rob why everything went down, okay? I don't need to explain anything to anybody. And when I'm ready to tell my side and put out what I need to put out, I will do that, Emma. And trust me, you'll have a front seat over here to listen to that.
So even if they...
Yeah, we're just about to do that.
I'm going to say it like this. I'm not going to say everything yet, but I'm going to say it like this. I had no clue with what was happening until I was told. And when I was told, that's when I got involved. Now, I've asked him why he did this to me. I've asked him, how could you do this to me as a friend? Why would you say that I have gone to your house, I'm using your house as a drug den? How would you be able to show them receipts? I haven't been to your house. I haven't been nowhere near you. How would you have been able to show them thousands of pounds that I haven't taken? And I'm not going to go into everything, right, what we've spoke about and what's on this call, but I have an understanding of everything. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and try and save myself because Rob's in the firing line right now. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. Let everybody believe what they fucking want to believe because I know the truth. And when I'm ready, and if I need to, I will put that out there. But my friends and family, Sharon, Tammy, Soap and Glory, and people that I need to know the actual truth have that evidence. So when people are saying, she's the twisted one, she's the one that's doing this, she's the one that's doing that, there's a lot more of the story than what you actually think. So I can't go into everything because I'm not going to sit here to do that because it's just fucked up. Right now, it's not the right time. I'm sorry. Like, the whole situation's already, I'm not adding on to anything. So yeah, I can save myself right now. I could put the recording out and this could flip its head and I would be a victim, but I'm not doing that right now. It's not the right time.
No, I think you're considering his family, aren't you, Keisha?
At the end of the day, yeah.
Considering his family, his mum and his friends.
Before he did all this stuff with the M stuff and other stuff, I thought some things were really going on with him, okay? And I did take all that into consideration because I'm an understanding person. I tried to do everything in my power to have an understanding until I was getting told other things. And from then, it's just, you know, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know why he was just doing a madness. I thought to the point where, is he actually dying? Is he doing this because he's dying? He's not saying no. And then he said, no, he's not dying. He's going to the doctors. So I'm sorry, my head's been fucked up. But like I said, I'm not giving everything. I'm not going to open my mouth. I am sticking to what everybody else believes. And for now, till this whole situation is died down where it needs to die down, I'm not opening my mouth yet. So you can all believe whatever you want to believe. You can believe that I'm this terrible person, that I've gone to his house, that I've done all this drug den, that I've fucking spent thousands of pounds, hundreds, 20,000, 15,000, 250. It's all a lie. It never happened. And that should have never have happened to me. Unfortunately, it did. And when I found out, other things have escalated from there. So believe what you want, but I have the evidence. And that's why Tammy's got my back. So I could come out with a lot of stuff. I could fucking flip him on his head right now. But I'm choosing to just stay calm
Patience is a virtue, saith the Lord. Patience.
Yes, I'm just trying to stay calm.
Let
trying
him
to,
without
like,
sin
there's a lot of things that
cast the
people
first
don't know.
stone. And
You
people
don't
in
know what
glass
people go
houses
through when they go
shouldn't
through
throw
cancer and stuff
stones.
like that. So there has been a lot of things that we've took into consideration: medication, radiotherapy, how it could change your person. There's a lot of things that the reasons why certain things hasn't been said, and not just that as well. Certain things, because of all of that, he just got to the point where that many people were trying to set me up and even trying to drag other people in, and they got involved. And it's just like, well, why would you do that? It just got to the point where it ended up where I'm waking up and he's admitting to sexual assault. Now, like I said, I've had a lot, okay? I've gone through a lot. There's a lot that's happened. But there's somebody that went through that. It doesn't take away anything that they've done. But I have an understanding. I'm trying to have an understanding. I'm trying to think positive. I've been trying to be calm. I've been trying to think about everything. I've been trying to think, how could this happen? Why did this happen? I got him off the drink. Yeah. If I wanted him vulnerable and I already said when we met each other online, we wanted the clicks. And I said that out front because I didn't want anybody to think that I was not using him for the clicks. I said it. I was using him for the clicks. He was using me. We were doing entertainment. That was public knowledge when I first met him. But we actually become friends to the point where there were things that he was doing that I didn't like because I wasn't a drinker. So when he's made that decision to come off the drink, because we've had that conversation and the conversation was that bad, and he made the decision then. There's a lot of things that we've gone through together.
Can I also say,
I wasn't
Keisha,
there for the cancer, which I do regret.
Keisha? Everybody bulls Lou up, don't they? This lovely girl Lou on the platform.
She's called lying.
Wasn't she saying she was going to be his wife this time last year? Wasn't he at her house? Wasn't he taking her out? Weren't they best friends? Yeah, hasn't she just said that to the Hardys? My friend Rob. Hello. Funny, innit? One rule for one and another rule for another.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If I was to sit up here and say, that person, this, that, and the other, I'm a bad person for you. But everybody can bring up my past. Everybody can bring up something that I've said publicly, and you think you can use it against me. It's been done publicly, sweetheart. You're not using anything against me. I've had to defend myself for the past 2 years. I've had to fight thousands of people that have been trying to destroy one person. I haven't got lots of people behind me. I just have an opinion on what I want to say. But yet you want to belittle me and bully me and undermine me because I have lives that set out straight, that I can put things out properly. When I need to put an awareness out, I can put it out properly. I can do the start, the middle, and the ending without taking it to the next level. It literally, my behaviour has been disgusting these past couple of months, and I know I'm not apologising for none of it. Half of this stuff that's gone on recently is only been brewing up for a long time with everything that's been going around. And when people are saying, "Oh, Keisha's this, Keisha's that," she's took it this far, she's done this, she's done that, she's horrible. I'm sorry, I've been put in so many situations, lies, people being brought up to lie on my name. And narratives being spun, all because you want to be a cult and have this narrative to bring somebody down. Nah, I'm not backing down. Sorry. So if Pearl wants to do lives, that Kelly woman, wants to keep running her mouth to me, let her carry on. Let her carry on.
Are they trying to bully Tammy next? Do you think Tammy's next on the list for the bully fest?
100%. We'll give Tammy the exclusive. That's who'll be getting it.
Absolutely madness. This bully.
He will be getting the exclusive. That's it. Simple as when she gets back home.
They're just pure bullies, and if you can't see that and you're getting carried along with it, please put your brakes on because it's so easy. Going to pick on Armo next, are they? Yeah.
Oh, they won't. Why don't try it?
Bloody absolutely scandalous what I'm witnessing and what I've seen.
Rob's already tried it, and where did he get himself? Fucking no.
And Katie is in here watching. We haven't blocked you. We're not saying anything bad. I didn't expect it to be bullied, to be harassed, for you to bring my baby daddy's sister up, for you to tell people that I've had kids in care, for you to say I'm on drugs, to make all these lies up, to bring paid actresses up. I didn't ask for any of that. I've just had to protect myself and go back at somebody that's going back at me. So people can sit there and they can have their opinions, but I know what I've done.
I would like to know what you all think about this bullying fest. I really would.
I haven't bullied Kate and Darren. They've bullied me. If you go look on Soap and Glory, it's not me bullying Kate. It's Kate bullying me. And to be honest, Darren hasn't done anything with what I've seen. I don't feel intimidated and bullied by him.
Set up to be bullied, we are. Set up.
Look, Keisha, can I just say something to you?
Yeah.
Thank you for earlier, just to clarify that I haven't had cancer and we did not ring no bell.
No, we didn't. And I don't know why that was put out about you. Yes, when we went to the hospital, it has been put out that when we went to the hospital, we went to ring the bell with Armo. None of what that's been said is the truth. We went to visit Armo when he was in ICU under serious medical treatment with basically all the equipment around him. So there's no way on earth he were ringing any bell. We didn't. The picture in that the cancer thing is it put it up 1 month before he was at the vet ringing the bell. But I do believe that he just did it like with a memory thing. But there's no way on earth that we went to that hospital. No, I wouldn't lie. We did not go to that hospital too. And you've not had cancer?
No, I've got a tracheostomy because my airway is actually 4 mil. So it's like breathing through a straw.
So do you want to do it now then?
I will do, I'm not bothered.
Yeah, do you need to sort yourself out?
No, I'm alright, me. I'm just saying my airway.
You go sort yourself. Go sort yourself out.
It's just telling you he's fine. It's just telling you he's fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you said his airway.
No, I'm saying my airway, instead of it being 22 mil, like everybody else's, my airway is only 4 mil.
4 mil.
Yeah. So Armo, right? Yeah, we never went to no hospital to ring no bloody bell with Armo, and I just don't understand why that's been said. But like I said, a lot of things can make you do a lot of and say a lot of things that I'm not going to go into it. But
at the minute, Rob, if you are watching it, I'm afraid to say I can't meet up with you. Have to have a brew. I'm afraid.
Whose friend was you in the beginning, me or Rob?
Rob. Well, I was just talking to people on live to get me through. Obviously, I spent quite a lot of time in there. I've got full custody of my son, so my parents and my family couldn't come every day. Do you know what I mean? I live in Blackburn and I were in Preston, so it's. Do you know what I mean? It's a fair trek, but
30 mile away, yeah.
Yeah, it was about half an hour away.
I was using it to get through what I was going through. I was really critically unwell. I weren't using it for gifts or. Do you know what I mean? Just to talk to people and get through what I was going through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want to say, I'm sure I'm not the only person that dreads going into a room with a nurse, a doctor, consultant, professor, whatever, and they sit there and say to you, "I'm sorry, but you've got cancer."
I'm sorry. 1 second, Sharon. I'm sorry,
everybody says from that moment on, your brain shuts down. That's why a lot of people take somebody with them, because they do not hear what is said after. So I totally understand that Rob is a widow. He was on his own. He has an elderly mother. He's gone to the appointment. They've said the word C. His brain shut down. They give him a piece of paper with the information, or it was posted later. What are you expecting? Miracles, you people? You all reckon to have lost loved ones to this disease. I've not heard 1 ounce of compassion for this man yet. I'm waiting for the compassion of people who sit there and think, oh my goodness, if that was me, I tell you what I'd like people off the internet to bully me with an inch of their life and spread every narrative there is, twist and turn every word that's printed, to have all their own versions on it, and then come out and call me a paedophile, a pred, and fucking sexual
Yeah,
abuser.
but he has
He's done that, Sharon. We still can't take away with what the woman said.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
He's still done the damage.
Yeah, the other things.
Yeah, I get that, but
the other, you still act like you said, because we're not the kind of community that doesn't go into everything.
I don't want this man's
I
death
understand
on my
what you are
conscience.
saying, Sharon.
I don't want his death on my conscience.
Sharon, just wait a second. Whilst you're having that conversation, can you please land with the understanding of?
Yes, I do understand that. Obviously.
Right. So then, because
but she doesn't want to prosecute. She doesn't want to go to the police. They're both grown adults. One's an absolute, was at the time.
No, but it doesn't matter if one's a grown adult. Undermine with what you're saying, because it doesn't matter. I have to retract that, because it doesn't matter if it was. It doesn't matter if it was 1 second, please. It doesn't matter.
I'm not saying it does. You're twisting it on me now. You can't have a conversation without people TikToking it.
Right, yeah. You get as long as you have that.
Yeah, TikToking it. It's for them to sort out, not all of TikTok to sort out. Let Rob and Em sort that out.
Right, moving forward. Can you, Nick, what do you want to say, please?
I was just coming up to make sure you were all right. I've been worried about you.
Who?
Keisha?
Yeah, it's finished, right? After what happened last year, I told you, didn't I? I've been able to work with the right people to be able to keep me afloat. And I just, the more these people come at me, the more I'm numb to it.
They don't understand.
You know, you think to yourself, some of these people that are actually bullying me, they need to take a look in the mirror and understand this is not reality, sweetheart. This is TikTok. Okay?
But I'm saying
these serious issues is becoming like people are getting affected with the feelings, they're getting affected with the emotions, they're getting affected by the money, they're getting affected like these. It's becoming like a fucking circus.
They're ripping families apart.
I'm sorry, get yourselves together.
Yeah, ripping families apart.
I've just been worried about
you. People's actual fucking lives, and what I have to sit back and say to myself is, do I really sit here and say, yes, 600 people want to say nasty things to me? Am I going to let them each one get me down? No, because it's them. It's what they have within their hearts, what they have within their mindsets. If they can go from one life, follow somebody else just to go on hate train, that says a lot about them than it does about me.
Well,
it is. It is. It's a cult bullying.
You're a disgrace, a lot of them.
This app's getting worse, isn't it?
It's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's between them two and nobody else. And Rob's illness is between him, his family, and his friends, not the whole of TikTok. All right. You cannot have 2, 3. Well, we've had 3,000 and 4,000 people going at this person. He's one man on his own with a diagnosis, treatment, medication, an elderly mother.
Though, Sharon,
a widow. Where do we stop? When do we stop?
Sharon, I've gone through cancer and I haven't come out with the bullshit he's come out with, though.
That's an I, me, you. Everybody's different. That's the whole thing about this society, about the human race that we are. We are not all the same. We are not robots. One person can take it on the chin. Another person can go out and tell the whole family. Another person can walk out of that room and not tell a soul and pass away within a couple of weeks. Oh, they never told us. You know, seriously.
Look
at it on the big scale of things.
What I'm saying is...
that must be me texting you, telling you what to say.
Oh, it will be. I'm surprised we're not on telephone together, sweetheart.
With what he's done to Ems, it's disgusting. And the way Keisha keeps getting dragged in everything, I'm saying... It's not fair on Keisha.
Of course they want to drag Keisha
But can I say also that at the time, he hasn't done it to Keisha because he was stone cold sober. Why was he stone cold sober?
Yeah, but
has anybody sat and said what Keisha did for Rob? Right?
Yeah, we have. We know she's done a lot for him.
There were two people, when they were together, were as toxic as hell. I could not watch Rob with Ems. Marcus M's, whatever
Yeah,
the
but
bloody
that's
name.
still drunk
But
or
I'm
no.
not saying it. Go out this Friday and you tell me that everybody out there on them streets is like angels walking up and down. They're so
No.
wonderful. The girls aren't bloody staggering. The girls aren't
Yeah,
out of
but
control.
That's-
The men aren't fighting. There's no arguments. Get a grip. It's called life.
Yeah, but not to go rape
It's not
someone.
perfection.
exactly.
The people that are bullying and getting at them are not perfect. None of us are perfect.
Yeah, but
Listen, how can you stick? Listen. This
It's
is
an app.
Nicky's
It's
daughter.
an app.
How
It's an
can you
app.
stick up for somebody that fucking lied about having
he's had
cancer?
cancer, but he didn't have.
He has got it. What part do you
But at the
not get?
point, at the time when he said he had cancer, he didn't have
He's
it.
got it.
Just stick
Can
up
you
for
not?
Yeah, he might have
Sorry,
it now.
1 second.
But it's
Right,
Don't
sorry, I'm gonna have
shout.
to
It's
silence
karma,
her.
the fact
Silence
that-
her.
One
when he
minute,
said-
1 minute, Nick.
I'm going silent.
Don't shout. Do not shout, okay? You have a conversation. You don't shout and lose your point, because when you shout,
Sorry, no,
you're
that
gonna
was
lose your
me.
point.
I'm my daughter. That was me. I
Yeah. So I'm
apologise.
saying, right, slow down, right? Have your conversation, have your point. When you're shouting, I can't do with that. So say what you've got to say and land.
Right, sorry. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, like at the time when he said he had cancer, he generally didn't have it. And yes, I'm not saying he hasn't got it now. And I'm sorry that he's got it now. But at the time when he said he had cancer,
Can I ask
he
you,
did
are
not
you
have
God?
it.
Are you a judge?
Right,
Are you
sorry,
a
1
juror?
second, Sharon. Let me just
Really?
1 second, Sharon. Let me just refrain from answering that question. So, Nick Nack,
Yeah.
the daughter. How old are you, first of all?
I'm 30.
Just there.
Right, that's fine then. So, first of all, he did have cancer, right? And when
Yeah,
he
I've
said he had
explained
wait,
that.
just let me land, and then you can go back with me afterwards. First of all, he did have cancer, right? He lied about the stage. So sorry, it's not. Yeah, he lied about the stage. So he didn't have stage 4. He had grade 4. Okay, it's easy for somebody to get that wording wrong. Let's not take away that the guy did have cancer. Okay, now he hasn't lied about any of that. That was all the truth. It was just a matter of the wording that was wrong, which yes, he should have put right. He should have come up and said it wasn't stage 4, it's grade 4, and that's it.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
I apologise for Sarah shouting.
No. She was asking a question, which was right. It's not
But because
grade
I'm a
4,
cancer
grade 4.
patient, and the way Sharon spoke, that's what upset our Sarah. Because with me being a cancer
Sorry,
patient,
it wasn't grade 4.
I've got
It
my
was
mother going
pirate
through
4.
cancer
Okay,
at the
pirate
moment.
4.
I'm not. None of us get away without that C word in our families. The whole world has had C word in their families at some point. We cannot sit here for the next 12 months listening to everybody's situation. But what we can do is have compassion for those that have. Yeah, not go at them that are going through it. If you've got it, then you should have more sympathy about the man.
Well,
That's
do you
what
know
I'm saying,
something, Sharon?
personally.
If you let
The
me
SA is a
explain,
different kettle of fish. The SA
I
is a
came
totally
up the
different
other
kettle.
day, and didn't I, Keisha? I
Yeah,
came up
you
and
said you had your situation as well, didn't you? I
yeah,
remember.
and I said I have been supporting Rob, but the reason I got upset today was when I found out about the SA.
Yes, that's rightfully so. Yeah, let's stay on that subject.
But
You
that's
didn't
what
go
I
on
was
that
trying to
subject.
say when I
Yeah.
came in, but you started shouting it as Sharon.
But can you say at New Year's Eve, what does everybody do on a New Year's Eve? Oh, Happy New Year.
Right, I'm just going to the toilet.
Yeah,
I'm
it
going to the
happens.
toilet.
These
1
things
second.
happen.
I'm going to the toilet. Don't let the live go
Right.
left, okay?
So you put
keep it on
yeah, it's all right,
on a
darling.
level.
I will do. But can I say, so everybody, yeah, anybody under the influence of whatever it is out there is not perfect. And things happen that shouldn't happen. A lot worse than what has happened in this situation, because you had 2 grown adults. This girl used to drag people in from bus stops, I believe. I could not watch.
Still doesn't give
No,
anybody
I'm
the
not.
right
Listen.
to-
Yeah. So was she not also an essay? Was she also not the same? Because what I saw, what was put on tables, what was chopped up, what was snorted, I'm not being funny, but we're not talking an angel.
Yeah, but that doesn't still give the person
I'm not saying
right,
it does.
Exactly,
I'm not
Animal.
saying it does. You're not listening to me.
Oh, I
You're
am.
not listening, and you're judging it really stupidly. Nobody.
No.
She is not complaining. She said to him, "Thank you, Rob, for admitting it today."
Yeah.
Did she not?
Yeah, is it not a crime though? So that's
No,
you're
it
telling
isn't.
me.
No, it isn't a crime. Hello. Do you know how many? God, do you know how many children at school would be criminals according to you lot because they've touched a bloody girl up or a girl's touched a lad up?
Hey, we're touching a fanny. Are you daft?
Exactly, Armo.
Have you got that proof? Have you got a picture? Have you got evidence? Come on, let's have that next, shall we? Footage. I'm not going against the man. I don't care. I'm not going against anybody until it is in a court of law in front of a judge and a jury, genuine judges and juries, and they make that decision, then I will go with him. But then you'll all be saying, oh, but what about this for and that for? They were wrongly accused. They got free. Lucy let be. Well, let's all go down this bloody route. Yeah? So why you think TikTok is the place to judge and be jury of everybody, to be solicitors, doctors, professors, nurses, novelists? All I'm saying is, please, I'm 70-year-old. Please.
What's going on?
Will you stop?
Sharon, just 1 minute.
No, I'm not arguing. No,
What's going on?
is...
Are you
nothing.
shouting?
No, I'm having a chat.
What's happened?
I'm having a chat with them.
Why
What I'm saying is,
wow?
until we're all innocent, until
just 1 minute,
guilty,
Sharon. What's
we can't
going on?
judge. Nothing.
She's saying he was right for doing what he's more or less done. That's why everyone's kicking off in the comments.
Listen, the people that kick off in the things, if you ever look, and that's what I'm doing, they're all zeros. They're all trolls. You're all being had over. You're not listening to genuine people in the comments. These trolls put all sorts in.
It's a serious thing.
I'm not saying it's normal.
Sharon, just 1 second. Why is the live going like this?
What, 502
What the hell
people?
has been said?
It's gone up. It's not gone down. It's not gone down.
What did you say? Just hold on.
I haven't said anything.
Just
what I'm
1
saying,
second.
Keisha,
Wait a second, guys. Hold on a
jury.
second, right? I left the live at 49 minutes, right?
Yeah.
At 39, yeah, I've been gone for 2-3 minutes. What was said?
What I'm saying is
them
it's not
3
normal
minutes,
to go for
please?
people who are suicidal. It's not normal to go for people who are of colour. It's not normal to go for people who are essayed on here. I don't agree with any of that.
Okay.
But yet you cannot, the people in the audience, all say I'm
So
not
why
guilty.
is everybody going at you?
I am not guilty. Yeah?
Keisha.
And what I
Keisha.
saw happen to Keisha, I'm not going to sit, and what I've done to myself, and I am not going to sit back and watch
Did
another
you say
person.
it's okay for somebody to essay?
Yes, she did.
No,
she said,
no, I did not. No,
you
I
basically
said you
said
can go out
what you
any Friday
basically
night, you
said.
can go to any school, and you can accuse every single one probably that comes out of there of it. You are not judge and jury, is what I'm saying. If she presses charges against him and he has to go to a court of law, not TikTok law, go to a court of law, and she stands there and says, yes, Your Honour, he did this, yes, Your Honour, he did that, and he has to put his hand up and say, yes, I did, then fair enough.
Did you say
But
boys in school can?
Yeah.
we are an app. How many
basically,
on
Keisha,
this
pause
app,
for a minute
I have
and I'll tell you
listened to
what's going on.
people who have talked about their childhood sweethearts, their childhood, the children when they were kids. What is this world? We are not perfect.
Yeah, so right then.
Right, Sharon, just 1 minute, Ammo. Sharon, I'm
Yes,
gonna ask you
darling. I'm going to drop
what
in a
was
minute
said?
because it's getting on
What
my
did you
nerves.
say?
All I'm
why
trying to do is
people saying
protect this man. I'm trying to protect this man's life. And because I'm doing that, because a girl who's
Why
sat
would
on
you
here,
protect him, Sharon? You can't protect him. He already
his
knows that you
life.
can't protect.
Like I'm
He's
protecting you. Like I'm
It's black
protecting
and
myself.
white.
No, but
I wanna
Sharon, he's openly admitted it. There's nothing.
Yeah, and she's openly said, I don't want to press charges.
funny
And
people.
thank
That
you,
doesn't
Rob,
mean,
for owning
Sharon.
it. We're two grown adults. We were
She
under the
didn't want
influence.
Sharon. She didn't want to do it. Right, Sharon, just please go down, please. Just go down.
I will, because I'll prove it in the long run anyway, that you're all weird.
How weird. You're just saying you let someone.
Oh, God.
Right, Sharon,
So
Never
that's like
again.
you going out at night. You getting with a guy and a guy playing. Basically, she said, well, how can you prove it? You've no proof of it. I said, well, they've both admitted for him to playing with a fanny online when she didn't want to.
So what?
Well, they shouldn't be on there doing that.
Basically, She were going on about that it's all right for Rob, and that Rob, how can you blame Rob for doing what he's done because of his illness, and basically that it's okay for, and she's standing by him. How can you stand by that? It's in black and white. She said, well, how have you got evidence of that? I said, well, if you listen to the live and listen to the video of what's been played, he's openly admitted it. It's banter, right? It's in all different ways.
Trigger warning in the chat. Sharon, did you say that it's okay for boys and girls can do it in the school?
Yeah, to kiss and touch
said
people.
for people to go out on a weekend and at New Year, and it's all right for people to do it because everybody gets drunk. So she's more or less saying it's fine for people to do that to somebody, even if they're drunk.
So all I said was,
Sharon, I said to you, just 1 second, Amo. Sharon, I said, control the live, okay? This is fucking nuts. Can you come up and explain what you've just said? You just told me something totally different. Right.
My control is, there are two sides to every story. We've all been there, done that, worn T-shirt, and none of us are angels. That's my argument. Please, I'm not agreeing with what's been done. I don't agree with what's happened. But let's face it, the world itself is not perfect. And we are not police. We are not judge. We are not jury. If he has, and you're all saying, yeah, he has, he's agreed to it. I've heard him say he's agreed to it. We are not the judge and jury of that. It isn't for us to punish him, penalise him, make his life a misery, make him feel like that. If that's the case, let the obviously people have written into the police, let them deal with it. Do you know what they'll say? It's TikTok. It's an app. It's social media. This is what social media is doing to the human race.
Sharon.
Suicide has increased by what?
Sharon, do you know Mr. Moss?
Sharon.
No, never heard of him.
What you have just said is absolutely fucking vile.
Oh, and so are you, love.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
So are you.
You've always got something to say.
Do you know why? Because I'm not TikTok. That's what it is. I'm human. I live in a real world.
Right, we have to refrain. If we're going to have a conversation, we can have a conversation.
But what I'm saying, Keisha,
Sharon, can you...
Keisha, what I'm saying is, Em said to him, thank you, Rob, for being honest. Ems has also said, I'm not going to no police. You're talking about two grown adults. Their friendship, their relationship has nothing to do with us. She didn't want to do it. But but she hasn't said that. What she said...
She asked last night, she said I was in a vulnerable place. You did it when I was drunk and I didn't want to do it. You forced yourself on me. She said it.
Forced what upon her?
To finger with his fingers.
Right, so if she then says, but thank you for admitting it, Rob, I don't want to go to the police, Rob. I don't want it putting all over the app, Rob. Who are we? 5,000-6,000 people to then come on those two people and decide what comes next.
No one's deciding.
Wait a
second, Amo. Wait a minute, Sharon.
We can report it to the police and let them deal with it.
Nobody's deciding. It's just common sense. If somebody's admitted to sexually assaulting somebody and somebody's finally wanted to get it out there, then they have the rights to do that. We can't say, you can say.
Was it right to call him a PDF? Do you feel your friend? Was it right to call him a PDF?
No, but this was before. That was I don't agree with any of that. No, none of that should have been put on his name. He shouldn't.
Do you think it's right that we're grading?
No, I don't agree with any of that. No, I don't.
Do you agree that it's right to go on about grading and staging his cancers?
No, I don't. And I've said, have I not had the decency with everything that I've heard and all the stuff that's happened to me? Have I not had the decency to use my platform to, say I don't think it's right that anybody should be bringing up the guy's health? I've done that, but I can't accept with what they've spoke about. I've even had the private conversation with him. He knows that it's not acceptable. These are the consequences, whether it's going to go to the police or not.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
You need to agree to say
they twist and turn everything. I haven't said I agree with him saying her. I've never, ever, in all the time I've been in this box, said I agree with what he has done to her. Not once have I said that. But in the comments, and people twist it and turn it, and before you know it, it's like a Chinese whisper and it's a bloody novel by the time you've finished. What I am saying to people is, please stop the judging, stop putting people down, stop going for people's children, stop going for people's financial situations, stop going for people's sexuality. We all we're inundated. I mean, she's up to nearly 1,000
But when you're
now.
coming out with things like what you came out with about Rob, you're going to get trolls.
Yeah, definitely. That's the problem.
You brought that one on yourself.
I know I did. I can take it, don't worry. Week I've had, nothing can faze me anymore with these people. And we are being camped on ball bags. And obviously ball bags audience is full of all the bullies, which I've just had a look at. And they're all putting the stupid comments in and they're all running wild with it.
Who's ball bags?
Ball bag is a cam tour. He's a professional cam tour, but he's not very professional because he allows people to get in his audience to get carried away and multiply so that they come on force on people, bullying. They all get together and band together and ridicule and take the Michael out of, don't they, ball bag? Well known ball bag.
I think, no, is it Sharon your name? I think that's what you said. Do you know what I mean? You know, you were saying it's pretty
Well,
much
I'm
normal.
not. Yeah.
It was never
To be honest, I've watched Keisha and what she's done for Rob. I remember thinking, oh my God, is that same fella that I used to see in that girl's place? And he was healthy, he was fit. I couldn't believe that somebody could do that without going to rehab or having some sort of intervention. And then found out, sadly, he no sooner got himself well than he was found to have the prostate problem. Now, I lost my stepfather. And then found out, sadly, he no sooner got himself well than he was found to have the prostate problem. Now, I lost my stepfather to prostate cancer, so I do understand it probably. Not everybody's is different, and I get that. I don't really like talking about them because I know that's the first thing the nurses tell you. Everybody's is different. I've just lost my husband to it. So it's everybody's is different. And I just think I know what he's going through because I know what my stepfather went
Sharon,
through.
can I ask you a quick question, please? Because I get this brain fog, I'm going to forget.
No worries.
Why do you support Rob? And I can understand if you're friends with them. We can be friends with someone and not like what they do.
Exactly.
Are you still going to be friends with him even though and just not like what he's done? Because
it's not. Until I hear, because as far as I'm concerned, they both could be playing us all for a fiddle. Do you know what I mean?
I very much doubt you'd hear.
Well, yeah, but they are two grown adults. If she
no, you can't say that. Let's stop. No. Wait, everybody stop. Right, let's stop.
No, but if them
we've just learned. One minute. Wait a second. We've just
don't
learned
want to
that.
Press charges. We can't.
Wait, just listen to these words. No means no. So take the wording out. Two people that are grown. Stop saying that. Right. Leave that out. It's a question. Yeah, it's nothing about grown-ups and what they did and who said what and what they allowed. It's happened, right? She didn't want it. No means no.
That's what she's saying. Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's what she's.
I just jump in a minute. Sharon, I'm taking it because of the comments. You've obviously got a daughter. I'm not talking about your daughter, but obviously you have got a daughter. So if that was anybody other man, any man, because Rob from on TikTok, as we're talking TikTok.
I don't think she'd ever get in that position. She'd be like me. She'd never get in that position.
If anything happened and your daughter come home, or you heard your daughter say further down the line, somebody did such a thing, and I told him no, and no means no. How would you feel? That's the only answer. That's the only question I've got to ask you. How would you feel?
Like any mother.
Right, so exactly. So
do you know what? I wouldn't get 6,000 strangers. I would not get 6,000 strangers to decide on the end result.
Well, no, because it's not 6,000
one-on-one. My daughter. Well, my daughter.
No, but it didn't happen like that. They naturally did it. They naturally did it on a live together. It didn't happen in front of 6,000.
I've seen some terrible things on these lives.
It all
Let's talk about shock horror. Shock horror to somebody my age.
It's all in black and white, and he's done it from the start to the end.
Right, okay, I agree.
All right, then listen, right, everybody stop. Right, Sharon,
can you leave it now? Sharon, I'm agreeing it's wrong. Bang out of order.
You need to listen, okay? how I'm going to have to sum it up is, listen, Sharon has said
Disgusting,
some
Rob.
things.
You're a disgrace to the male race. Okay, Rob? I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, she shouldn't have said any of things tonight, but we're not going to switch it all on Sharon, okay? We're not going to.
Absolutely not, because
just
that's
wait
what's
a second,
happening.
please. Wait a second, please.
I'm less than a week out of hospital.
Okay, Sharon.
And look what's happening.
I know. Sharon, contain yourself, please. Right. Listen, I can imagine now with what's been said. And I'm having to explain it to her in such a way.
Can you just take comments off for a minute, Keisha, just to give me a break,
I also want you to take into,
I think very mindful of you if you did.
Yeah,
Thank
don't
you.
worry. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I also wanted to take into consideration she has just come out of a self-inflicted situation where she actually stabbed herself on live.
Yeah,
fully.
yeah, I watched it.
I need to
And that's
take
why I was trying to say,
everything
I don't
into
think she was
consideration,
understanding.
guys.
My point of view, I think what she was thinking was, I've gone through that with my partner, I've gone through that with my dad, and I'm just thinking of Rob because he's ill. And that's why I had to say, and I know it might have been awful to say it, but as a mother, if that was your child, no means no. Simple as that.
And as a grandmother, would you bully her to the point where she wants to do that to herself?
I'm not hating on you.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
On you.
But are we all going to sit here and watch it happen next week is what I'm saying. I just don't like the idea that next week we could be witnessing it with Rob. I don't want that with anybody.
Sharon,
with anybody it should be happening.
Can I ask you a question,
whether it's
Sharon?
Rob or man next door?
Can I just state something quickly, right? No woman or man... Hi, how you doing? Hi, Angela, and you good? Right. No woman or man has ever, when you turn around and said would ever put themselves in that position, you can never say that because those scenarios or situations are something you would never expect at any point. And even during the point of any form of intercourse, if anyone says no, that level of consent is still fucking no. It makes no difference.
100%.
It makes
I just think at the beginning, I just think Sharon was thinking of Rob's well-being because of the illness situation.
100%. Yeah, it's a life. It's a life.
But so having cancer, does that give him a pass for something that he's admitted doing?
No, I totally agree. I totally think it should have gone to the police when it happened.
Exactly. Thank you.
But the point is the reason that she didn't go to the police is for the fear that she wouldn't be listened to, same as many other victims of
because of all the police reports that people keep reporting about.
So regardless
of her door, so she's stuck at catch-22.
Right, so regardless of whatever way, this still...
I'm on the nap for 70-year-old where I'm hearing the violence
let the gentleman land.
And people are watching it weekly. They're watching it happen.
Yeah, but Sharon...
You're not as judgmental then, are you? When you're all watching it.
Sharon, let him land and then you...
It's not the fact that it's judgmental. What you're saying, right, is that you've made a crazy statement regarding his cancer, because if he had unalived somebody, are you going to turn around and go, oh, that's okay because of his illness, it's fine, don't worry about it?
What I'm saying is TikTok is not judge and jury.
No one is saying...
As an old lady, I am not
right,
judge
Sharon, it might have come on TikTok, but it's Emsy's real life.
That's
Emsy's real life.
I give up. I surrender.
I know what you're saying, but
There's
the
a
thing
white
is,
flag.
Sharon, it happened on TikTok, so people are going to have their say. I don't agree with either. I think we're not judge and jury, but everyone's going to have their say based on what we all saw what happened. It was on social media.
Yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody has a different view. Everybody has a different thought. We're human. We're not robots.
And can I say one more thing? We also, as talking about consent and everything else, and I don't think Rob gave consent to Ems to show his naked body on social media. Why are we talking about consent?
Sorry, what was that again?
Yeah, you're right with that one.
Sorry,
yeah, because
that's all over. There.
Actually, sorry, wait a minute, Sharon. Can you? She's actually right with that statement. Rob has been put in. That's why when I did my summings up this morning, it was about with the crimes that he's committed, but also making the viewers aware with. There's also been situations where he has been naked and it been taken advantage of in such a way that them videos are circulating around on Facebook and social media.
The fact is that whatever we're doing now, we're not doing better as people.
100%.
Well said, Fraser. Well said.
Because regardless, we're sitting there still carrying on a conversation. Sharon, you've said some crazy shit. I'll be honest with you.
Hasn't the whole app? Isn't the whole app
I know,
full of
I
crazy
know,
shit?
I know,
Watch your live
but
back on for about 39 minutes.
you're sitting there and you're still then being a hypocrite on what you're saying now.
So I'm a hypocrite, end of. You've made your points, thank you.
All right, thank you, Simply. We
Thank you
really
very much,
appreciate
thank you.
your view. Right, Councillor State, go ahead.
Hello. I don't normally come in people's boxes. I don't normally watch these things. But just to make a point to Sharon, and it's not a nasty one. One, my brother committed suicide 14 years ago. So please don't.
Trigger warning.
Can I say that mine did 44 years ago, put a shotgun in his mouth? Yes. It's common knowledge on the app, or it should
Trigger
be
warning.
by now.
Let her land and you can
Can I just
land.
quickly say something? Can I just try and
But
protect
life's not a
the
competition.
video?
It's not a
You've gotta
competition.
can you use, I'm just trying to protect your
Yeah, the U is hard word.
Yeah, what did you say, Delusive Ange?
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to protect your platform here. You've got to use trigger TikTok
Warnings, trigger warnings. Yeah, thank you,
thank
TikTok,
you.
for
Trigger
allowing
warning
us.
in the chat.
Thank you. Right, you go on. You haven't said that in ages. Go on, say it for me, Keisha.
Thank you, TikTok, for allowing us to spread the awareness. Right,
Thank you.
Councillor State Mum, I am so sorry, first of all, to hear about the trauma that you've just said. Can you continue, please?
I'm a bit shocked at Sharon again, to be quite honest.
Oh, why? That's how I started on here.
Well, that's not the way to go forward, I'm afraid. You've actually affected my auntie.
But
who
go
is
on, can you tell me
70.
what you were going to say, please? I didn't mean to interrupt, but I did want everybody else to know that I'm in a similar situation. But go on, sweetheart. Have you said,
Well-
darling? I don't want to take that away from you.
No, many years ago, in a place called Rotherham, there was a... Oh, God.
Yeah, the young groomers, are you talking?
No.
Okay.
A rapist.
Right.
Trophy rapist.
Grape with a G in front.
Yeah. And he did that to my auntie. And my auntie's never got over it. So when someone is walking home, they're not actually asking to be attacked, you know. They just get attacked.
That's a totally different scenario to what we're dealing with, though, sweet. We
It
know
isn't
there's a
because he
lot of
followed her to a door. It isn't because he followed her to a door. She just
but
didn't know he
that's
was
what I'm
there.
saying. It's a different scenario to two consenting adults acting daft and doing substances, alcohol.
Consent.
TikTok. Are you
That
with
was
me?
his excuse, though,
Thank
in
you,
the
Amber.
court.
She hasn't
But
consented.
believe you me, there's nobody has more sympathy for people that are in dire straits and have been through
Well, you don't
terrible
sound like it,
things
to
in
be honest.
life.
Right, let's not do
Well, I'm
everything
gonna
on
show
one.
you.
Listen,
I can
everybody
do
take a
it.
step
Don't
back.
judge me.
Take a step back.
You
Let's
haven't
not do
walked a
3 on
mile
1.
in my
Let's no.
shoes.
We're going out of the topic. We're getting all emotional, right? It's too much, right? Councillor State, stick to your no, because it's going beyond. When it goes like that, it starts getting emotional, and we don't need it to get to that. So, Councillor State, you started off by saying can you start again, please, and just get to what you were saying, please.
The man for a behaviour. My brother committed suicide. We don't bring it up. I don't need to say, oh, don't talk to me because he's done this or I could do that. My mum has just died of stage 4 cancer. Just died of it. No warning, just died. And then you've put up again, so all 3 things have come on TikTok for not even 10 minutes, and this live has affected me to the point, well, my auntie's ran off crying and she's 70. This affected her from the 80s. People should be careful what they say on the flipping internet. And at 70, you should
I
know.
agree, darling, and
No
I'm
means
70.
no.
I'm 72. My mother's 90. She's got
No,
secondary
Sharon,
lungs.
Sharon, please, let her
listen.
land.
No, I would
get
like
it.
to have a chat with her. Oh, sorry. Go on then.
No, just 1 second. Let her land with the last. Let her land with what she was saying, and then you can. I promise you, Councillor State. The things have been said in here. You feel away. You've had loads of tragedies within your situation, and I am sorry for that. But what is the end goal of what you're trying to say to Sharon?
It don't matter. Can you just
No, go ahead. I am listening. I want to
Please.
know that. You take your
Please.
time, love. Stay on mute. You just stay there on mute, right, Sharon? If you want to go ahead.
No, it's just with what I've been through and where I've been and on this journey of TikTok and having to come off and what I've had done to me along the journey. I'm older. I'm I don't know. Don't say I'm wiser, because I'm not, because I don't understand this world that we're living in TikTok, this internet world. It's totally different to how I grew up. But I am always sympathetic to people's heartaches and heartbreaks and lives and everything. You'll never find anybody more sympathetic, to be honest, in a lifetime. But you can't get it across always on the internet. I don't want people thinking I'm this horrible person who doesn't care, I have care, I have compassion. That's why I'm saying it. I am not judge and jury. I don't judge anybody. Believe you me, I don't judge.
It doesn't matter.
It's just hard. It's just hard. Everybody has trials and tribulations. Nobody's walked a mile in anybody's shoes, only their own.
Yeah, but it doesn't still give the right to go do that to someone.
No, not saying it did, and nobody has said that.
And that's what it's all about, not.
That is not what I have said. I haven't said that.
Yeah, but it's come across that you've said.
Yeah, but if you
I personally think
misconstrue,
no matter what anybody said in these lives tonight, I sometimes I say it and I could be saying the wrong thing. I say it as I think, but I think Sharon's been very defensive on every matter. It's like, well, I've done that. I've stood in that shoes. I've walked in that footpath. And it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about Ems and Rob.
And it doesn't matter.
And I don't mean this disrespectful, and anybody can ask Ems. I am not the best of Ems's friends. I've turned up at Ems's a few years ago when she was on TikTok, and me and Ems do not speak. I still watch her on a fake account just because I like watching her sometimes if I'm in bed and there's nobody on. As we all do. We all have somebody to watch and we all have a fake account. But I'm not the best of Ems's friends. Ems would not be somebody I'd turn to in a moment where I think, oh, I could just message somebody. Do you know what I mean? But I do at this moment in time, when a girl says no, a girl means no. Also, when a boy says no, a boy means no. When anybody says no, no is no, and it's as simple as that. But the way Sharon's made it sound, all through this, if you go back to between 37 and 40 minutes on your live, it's been a Sharon show. I'm sorry, but it really has. And I really, 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 truly, I hope you're getting better from what you did the other day, Sharon. Do you know what I mean? I've not got any malice for anybody, but it's been a Sharon show. It's not been about what the live was made for.
Right. Hold that thought there. AJ Direct, can you unmute, please? AJ Direct, can you unmute? Can you also, as well, 1 minute before you go ahead, and this isn't aiming at you, Sarah Lou, because if it was, I would just say it directly. But can we also be mindful, right? We sometimes. I'm not sticking up for anybody. She said it. I can imagine what she said. She now agrees that what's being said isn't right, which I'm not standing up for and sticking up for anybody. But it's just my opinion. I have to have it. But let's be mindful as well that also she's just one person. Let's be mindful of that as well.
Well said, Keisha.
We have to be mindful of that as well. And that's not because she's my close friend, but also. People's mental health matter. Yeah, she said it. She's here, sat here, having the conversation, willing to have the conversation. So be mindful with that as well. She's willing to have the conversation. So we don't need to get down her throat. We don't all need to pile on. It's just the way you land. And that's all right. Right, AJ Direct, can you unmute, please?
Hello, thank you for letting me jump up. I've basically just come just to support Angie. I know we're bordering on nitty talk, so I just thought that she's popped down now.
Oh, that was nice of you to do that. Thank you so much as well to Delusive Angie for coming in.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let a few more people in, okay? But like I said, we're not gonna make it into a fest, okay? We have to be able to control. Go on, Fraser, please.
Hi, Keisha. Can I just ask a question? You're very calm tonight and talking normal. Why have you been actually very manic in your speaking in the past week, not to let other people talk?
Well, Why have you been studying me? Why have you been watching my every move? Why are you so interested what I'm doing? Okay,
I've
you
not
need to
been
be
studying, but
You need to
obviously
be
you're on the
worrying. Why would
FYP.
you be bothered if I'm calm, if I'm happy, if I'm relaxed? What do you want me to be doing? Shouting, losing control? I don't think so, sweetheart. So what I suggest you do is stop worrying how I'm being and go worry how you're being.
Do the right
Okay, and
thing.
that's it. Asking me such a stupid question. Do you want my emotions to be low? Do you want me to go see a therapist tomorrow? Hello? Oh my God, what kind of question is that? Why are you so calm? What do you want me to be? Do you want me to laugh? Do you want me to cry? Do you want me to scream? Sorry. I wasn't in the live when certain things got said. So to be honest, when I've come back in, the whole life's just gone in a shambles. And I've been left in arrears.
You do really need to, Keisha. You need to watch back on your live replay.
Yeah, I am going to be watching back on the live replay. At the end of the day, yeah, sometimes I'm going to let Harmony in. Bear,
I'm just going to put myself on mute while I let my dog out.
I remember you, Sarah Lee. Right, Harmony, you recording?
Yeah, I was your mod for a couple of weeks, about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I remember you, Sarah Lou. Right, you go back on mute, please. Right, Bear, you go ahead, please, because Harmony's too busy screen recording. So we'll let her sit there.
I had a question for Sharon, but she's gone. So my question would be, if you was a survivor, would you automatically say what she said if she's claiming she's a survivor?
Good question.
Because as a survivor, you would never say that about someone. It'd be the last thing you would think.
And you know what? I can't even sit here and say something back to you because I need to. And this might sound really bad, but I actually need to listen to what has been said in order to understand the question that you're asking her. And even though I've only got the snippets, I still have to watch the recording if you can understand that.
Yeah, I can understand that. That was just a question that I wanted to ask Sharon, but she's not here now, so.
Right, the last question. Thank you for coming up to answer that. Do you want me to drop you down?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Right, no problem. Harmony, you can either unmute or do you want me to put you down? Right, I'll put you down. So, and Harmony, actually, I can't do with people being sheep and being screen recorders, yeah.
You are
Yeah. Yeah. See, Harmony. Do you know when you're on fake accounts and you're being a sheep like that, screen recording, sat there, screen recording for your life? It's sad. It's a sad life. But anyways, forget about that. That's their jobs. I am going to say this. I'm going to end the live now. I am going to end this live. I think everybody's said what they needed to say. I think I've had enough people in to be able to, say what they needed to say. I think Sharon's gone back and said what she needed to say. I think it will explode tomorrow because that's what happens, and that'll be something that we'll have to go through on another day. I'm just wishing this to end, to be honest, just to go down into
You can ask a question because I wasn't on right at the beginning. How do you feel about what Rob said? Are you still friends and do you still agree with what Rob said?
No, I didn't agree with any of it, and when I listened to the video, I made my own summings up.